Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just hopping over, okay? I'm just hopping on over, so no problem, okay? Hey. Oh. Oh, I made it. Oh. Sorry for being a little late. Oh, goodness gracious me. I apologize. I was just hopping. I was just hopping. Yes, I was just hopping on over. Oh, I apologize about all of that. Yes. Giggles Magoo, where are you? Why am I here? I'm right here. And I was there the whole time in your heart. So anyway, and I hop, and I was able to get there in the end, even if it seemed tricky. Yeah, I apologize about that. But yes, hello everyone. How's everyone doing today? I'm very sorry for the kind of change of plans, I suppose. Yesterday I had tricky long day. So I was feeling a little pooped. So I was thinking maybe it could be better to just have a yappy or something, just relax today. You know, but you know what I found interesting was when I said that, people said proud, and everyone said proud, and I thought, proud? Why proud? Proud? And then I was like, why everyone proud? Why humble today? Why humble proud fellows today, can't we? Cause you also, why? Because you said it first. No I didn't. No. Wait, let me look up. I'm going up. Let me see. No, someone said proud. No, I swear, it looked like someone said proud. And then I said, proud? And then everyone went, proud. Yeah. No, they said proud. I scrolled up. And I thought, why proud? Kindness. Well, why proud? What I ever do in life? Is it cause you see that I'm trying hard and doing extra thing? And I've been doing extra hard? It's been 5 years, hasn't it? Not yet. Well, 5 years since I made a Twitter, but not 5 years yet since I started. Okay, not 5 years yet. It will be. You'll know when it is, because I'll let you know. It's funny, I don't think I did anything for my 4th or 3rd anniversary. Did I? Because I think I forgot. At the time, I don't know. Yeah. And not 5 yet. Not yet. Well, 5 years of having Twitter, but that doesn't count really in my head. Yeah, almost. But haven't you noticed I've been trying new thing? 5 years sober. I know 5 years sober. Well, I don't know. Well, I guess technically I'm sober most of the time. Wait, that doesn't sound very good, does it? I'm not actively not trying to be sober, but I guess default-wise I am sober because I don't ever do anything that would warrant me to not be sober. Yeah, the America vote was so good. Oh, really? I hope when some countries have like special days or whatever, I can learn about them as well. I feel like that would be really fun. Because I learned a lot about America that day. And I would love to learn a bit more about other countries. Because I realized like kind of how many like... how much history I've missed living here. You know, and we don't learn it. So if there's any special days coming up, like, I don't know, like any kind of special holidays from your country, let me know, because I can see if I can do a edumacation stream where I learn about it. Yeah. Thank you so much for being a member for 11 months. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah. But thank you for the kindness. Kiki read a book soon? Proud. Wait, what? What book am I reading, huh? I could read a book. But thank you for being proud. Thank you for being proud. That makes me feel happy in my heart. Yeah. How's the doctor? It was the same old. Things have been improving a little bit. So, you know, but for some reason, even the improvements don't really get, like, celebrated. I know the doctor isn't supposed to be giving me a celebration. She's literally just the doctor. But it's like, okay, well, can we not whinge for, like, 5 seconds, Miss Doctor? Could we, like, celebrate that things are doing a little bit better? Huh? Yeah. Your country's Independence Day is September 18th. Oh, really? Been exercising? I've been walking a little bit. But not really, because the weather's been poo-poo, but... yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I felt pretty good about it, but... You know... Yeah, we can celebrate. Let me think. What else? Huh? Was there anything positive about at the doctor at least? On the way to the doctor, I saw a dog. And it was like a little poodle guy, and that was pretty awesome. That I saw him. Yeah. Let me know how the volume is as well, guys. Yeah, I saw poodle. What else? Oh, after the doctor, me and my dad went to pick up my sister. And we went to a place my sister wanted to go to. I was about to say the location of the of the place she went to. That might not have been a good idea if I said that. But we went to this quote-unquote vintage clothing store she wanted to go to, because she's like, oh, this would be cool, like, to try to go to and see. And it was so bad. I don't want to be rude, but like, it wasn't good because like everything was so overpriced, and it was just like clothes from like 30 years ago that like were being overpriced and then resold. And she's like, oh, well, it's cute, like, fashion. And I'm like, I guess, but, like, it's being, like a Nike t-shirt from 30 years ago is being sold for, like, $80 now. Like, why would you buy that? When Nike t-shirts still exist. And I saw a Snoopy t-shirt. And I was like, oh, cute, Snoopy. But then I was like, wait, but Snoopy t-shirts, you can still buy them. Yeah. Like, you can still buy the Snoopy. So I don't really get it. I guess I understand, like, liking retro stuff, but not really things that are still being, like, reproduced. I can understand, like, from a brand that maybe doesn't make stuff anymore. Or, like, a specific piece of clothing that might have a memory. Or something, but I don't know. Not really my thing. Yeah. But yeah, they were selling t-shirts for like $80, which is like crazy. So I did not get anything. She didn't end up getting anything either. Then we walked past this like thrift store. I saw a Parappa the Rapper thing in there. And I was like, can we go in there, please? Please, 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 please? We walk in, my sister's like, I don't like it in here. Let's go. And I was like, okay. So none of that for me. Yeah. Not like I had to spend like 20 to 30 minutes in a clothing store looking through clothes I wasn't gonna buy or anything. But whatever. Anyway, so we kept walking around and we saw this craft store and we went into the craft store and in the craft store I was like, oh, my sister's like, they have art kits, Giggles, like for your streams. And I was like, yeah, art kit. And I was having a look and I found cross stitching kits in there. And I've always wanted to try cross stitching because when I was a little rabbit, someone made me an Eeyore cross stitch thing, and I really liked it, and it's just nostalgic for me. So I always wanted to give it a go. So yeah. So I never did that before. Did you find anything for the Perlis, by the way? I did actually. I ended up getting like black spray paint. I don't know if it's going to work, but what I'm gonna try to do is spray paint the board that you put the perler beads on black, so it's not reflective. And to see what happened. But I was a little concerned because if it's black, then maybe my black perler beads aren't gonna show up on it. I don't know. I just thought about that actually just now. Well, I asked my dad what he thought, and he said, Giggles, as long as you take the beads off before you iron them, then it should be okay, but you gotta take them off the board. Yeah. You could probably put newspaper over the top and spray that black. Wait, the top of what? Like the back of it? Yeah. But I just scared the board. Yeah, that one I'm gonna try. To spray the board black, but I'm a little scared. I don't know. I also have some matte spray, or I had this for my Warhammer minis, so I was thinking maybe I could use that. But like that one, I definitely couldn't even give a go to try to like iron that one, because that would like set on fire. Yeah. But I guess I could see. Yeah. I'm gonna do a test because I have a few of them, so it's just I really don't want to have to like buy another board or whatever, because that'd be silly, because I got these boards for this project, so, and I really wanted to try, so yeah. Yeah. Hi. Hey. But I'll give it a go and see what happens. But anyway, I'm gonna do cross-stitching sometime this week. And I have 3 different kits that I want to try for cross-stitching. 2 mini ones and 1 normal one. So it will be fun to give it a go. Yeah. I'm really excited too. And hopefully it's not gonna be too hard. But I don't know. I feel like with some of these craft projects, you can do a pretty okay job if you just like try your best. Like genuinely, if you're determined enough and you try to do a craft project, you can probably do it. You just have to like take a lot of time and be really careful. But your hands are capable of doing the same amount of crafting as any other. Yeah. Yeah, it's been fun to learn different kinds of art. Yeah. Yeah, you just need to have patience, and I don't know, it's not like I've never stitched before though, so this is at least something that I know about. I've never cross-stitched, but I know how to do a stitch because, you know, I did textiles when I was in school, and I've sewn both with a sewing machine and hand sewn before, so I remember my first ever cosplay item I ever tried to make, I hand sewed it. And I liked the idea of hand sewing it because it felt more authentic to me than just like using a sewing machine. In my head, I don't know why, but using a sewing machine felt like cheating. I don't know why. But I can't even remember what I was making though. But I remember getting like my mom's sewing kit out at the time and trying to make something with it. Yeah. But when trying new things, yeah, you just have to be patient. Like, you know that video that's up on my channel? You know that video? That's on my channel, the pixel art one. To do some of the movement for the tail and the ears, it took me a lot of trial and error actually. Because I was like, oh wait, if I can visualize in my head what a rabbit's ear blowing the wind looks like and what the direction of the wind's going, I think I know what like way the ear would blow because I know about rabba. So I gave it a go and I'm like, wait, that looks totally wrong. That looks so wrong. What the heck? And like I kept trying like over and over again to try to make something that looked good. And eventually I got it, but it was definitely a lot of trial and error. The tail was the hardest because like you have to give movement to something so small with a limited color palette as well. Because I was trying to use like a similar, if not the same palette, to the art for everything, so it'll look like, you know, it'll look like it was mixed in together. And I was like, wait, okay, how do I indicate this fluffy tail with pixels? How do you do that? And I didn't look up a tutorial or anything. I just tried to use my eyes. Yeah. And I guess with time it would get easier, but I did find that hard. That's how it is, but it's always worth it in the end. It's one of the most satisfying things in the world when you struggle on doing something and end up pulling it off. Yes! And I think that's why I enjoy craft projects so much, because there are a lot of times where I think to myself, I can't do this. This is too hard. I'm so silly to think that I could ever do something this cool and make it look cute and nice. But I don't know how. There have been no failure art projects yet that I've done. So I've always been able to pull it off. And I think, wow, this actually gives me a lot of confidence in myself, you know? Like, it makes me feel like I am assured that if I set my mind to something, I can do it. Yeah. Oh, thank you! You learned how to color? It's weird, I feel like I can do like such basic coloring, but I don't know how to do shading or anything. Yeah. Yeah. So like, if you try something new and you stick to it, it might like help you feel a little more confident in yourself, because you know if you put your mind to something and you stick to it, you'll feel so humble. Yeah. Oh yeah, people can be inspired too. Giggles can do it. Maybe I can too. Oh. Yeah, and you can try it as well, if you'd like. Yeah. Yeah, it is in good fun, exactly. Thank you. Yeah. The way that I've tried to color in the past is just use like a blank color. Like just the colors that I think it will work. And then I do like the insides, and I kind of randomly do streaks of darker, like on the bottom corners. And then I do lighter things like kind of in the middle. For like highlights and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like it's better to like learn like how it works, you know what I mean? Because I just kind of randomly do it, but I think a seasoned artist would be able to be like, this doesn't make sense for like if light was really shining on something, it wouldn't look like this. So, you know, because I don't know what even happened when light hit something. I don't even know what happened. Yeah. Let me have a bit of coffee, guys. I'd like a little coffee. Oh, and I should check my Pikmin. Oh. Nice. Pikmin. I check my Pikmin too. Do you think the Pikmin upset at me that I didn't play Pikmin 2 today? Is that something I'm actually nervous about? I don't want them to think I don't love them. Yeah. True, that's why you have to do drawing from reference and studies, so you build up a mental library and get better at visualizing that sort of thing. Yeah! The only thing that I can do is rabbit, I think, because I have a visual library in my head because I've seen so many damn rabbit photos. So I bet that's the same with human anatomy as well. Yeah. No, they never plan to attack. You're not sure about Louie? Well, Louie's pooey. Louie, more like poo. I gotta feed my Pikmin too. Louie, more like pooey. Never more like furry. Guys, you know I say furry like so much more than ever. For some reason. Hello. I say furry like so much, so often. Furry. It's just fun. Yeah. Yeah, people are just big weird-shaped rabbits if you think about it. That's true. Oh, yeah. That's actually the truth, isn't it? Yeah. That's the truth. Oh, I forgot to mention, tomorrow, wait, what's the time for it? Like, let me think. When's my normal stream time? Like 10 hours from my normal stream time. Like 10 hours later from normal stream time. I am going to be playing a game with Mekon the Mink and Nepotin. Yeah. Nepotin the Nepotin and Mekon the Mink. In 9 hours? No, tomorrow. Tomorrow. So, like, tomorrow. Like, tomorrow. So, like, 9 plus 24. I think. No, tomorrow, because today's today. Today's today. I'm in the future. And I'll make a waiting room for it. Because I'm in the future, so today is the 6th of July. For some of you, it's the 5th of July. The 5th of July. What are your thoughts on that wild animal prancing around Tasmania right now? So awesome. So awesome. It says live in 8 hours. Eh? Wait, what? Who said that? Who said live in 8 hours? I thought it was Monday, and that's in 9 hours. Oh. Okay. Oh, I guess... No, Neppy's right. I'm wrong. Neppy's right. I thought today was... What's today? Today's Monday. I thought it was Sunday. Just ignore me. Okay? Yeah. Well, look, we're going to be playing a game called Flock Around in 9 hours. Look how excited we all are to play Flock Around. That's Nepotin on the left. That's Mekonitin on the right. That's Giggle. And it's a bird watching game. Why the mink licking behind you? She's always licking. She loves that licking thing that she does. She always loves doing that. I think it's due to her being a mink. So anyway. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to know. But anyway, we're going to be playing Flock Around. Yeah. It's not us. This is really good. I love the shadows that you've done here. You did a really good job. I really, really like it. You did a great job with like the shadow and the highlights and everything. It's very nicely rendered. Don't even say that. It's very good. Yeah. Hey Kiki, I saw you watching Armored MMA video and I kinda hate those, as they are all untrained. That don't know HEMA/real sword martial arts. If you get the chance, since you seem to like night stuff, you should watch real sword fighting /HEMA. I'll give it a watch. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I love you too. Hey. I'm excited to be playing the game. I'm excited to be playing with my friends. Gonna be playing with my friends. We're gonna be hanging out. The gang's back in town. The boys are back in town. Nepperton's back. So we're going to be playing our video games. Very excited. Yeah. Be back from her break. Well, not 100% yet. She's still, I think, moving with her moving shenanigans, but she is, like, streaming again. So I will be annoying her again. Yay! Yippee! Yeah. So I'm very excited. It'll be very fun. I don't know a lot about the game, but I'll be with my friends, so that's really all I need to know. They can literally say, "Giggles Mugu, would you like to watch paint dry with me?" And I would say, "Yes, I'm so excited. When can I be there?" I will be there. I'll be there when whenever you're ready. Yeah. Yeah. And then yeah. It's always fun to hang out with the lads. With the ladies, the lads and whatnot. Whatever you want to call them. Yeah. Is it rude to call ladies lads? Or is that offensive? I don't even know. Let me have coffee. Ladies or laddies. Lassies. Oh yeah, lassies. You hung out with the lads earlier, really? Was it fun? Yeah, I forget about the term lass. I don't know, I usually avoid women. It's funny. Yeah, I guess I would be a lass, not a lad. Lass. Not like a lass. Like a lass. Not a lass. I ate popcorn last night. I ate a whole bag of popcorn. And I still feel full today. My stomach's full of popcorn. Yeah. And proper blokes, innit? Yeah. I've been watching this cooking show. And I can't remember what it's called. It's like a cooking competition where each episode they have a new country's cuisine, and they're from people from all around the world, and each time they have a new kind of cuisine to cook. And then they'll get 3 judges from they'll get 3 judges from that country to rate the food. And then generally they'll give like their food that they think represents them very well. And then the 3 people that kind of go on the bottom, they have to make another dish, but for a like the 3 first judges are like people that they're just like kind of normal people from that country, like maybe a celebrity and then a food critic and like someone who's like a chef. And then in the oh, why is it so loud? Sorry. And then and then the last and then like the last judge, like when with the bottom 3 is like a very very famous, not necessarily I guess in the cooking world famous, very well renowned chef that gets them to cook a dish with an ingredient that they think represents their country traditionally. Anyway, that was my explanation. No, it was called like, I don't know, it's a newer show. It's not Iron Chef. It's kind of like Master Chef, yeah, kind of. But anyway, so the point is, the first one was like French cuisine, I think, and then they had like Mexican cuisine. And then they had Spanish cuisine. You know, in Spain they eat rabba? They were cooking rabbits in Spain. They were making paella, I think it's called. Like, that was the dish they had to make. And they were cooking rabba. Apparently in paella, generally what they traditionally put in it is rabbit and snails. So they were putting a lot of rabbit in it. And I was so sad. Anyway. But then for the then last night I was watching the show and they were like, okay, so here's the next like place, that the next country that we're going to be trying for you to make a cuisine from. Well, you're going to be making British food. And everyone's like, oh, British food, yay. And they were like, okay guys, so you have to make a good English breakfast. That was like the like, you know, episode kind of theme. And people try to do like this like all this bougie stuff. It's like, I'm gonna put truffles on top of the English breakfast and stuff. No, they didn't end up doing mushy peas like fish and chips. That would have been cool though. I've had like vegetarian English breakfast. I don't know if that counts. The vegetarian sausage and stuff. But anyway, a lot of these chefs, they try to incorporate their own cultures into the food. And there were these 2 Australian guys who were on the show. And one of them like spent 20 years in the UK. And I was like, when I first heard this guy, I'm like, are you a little fruity? Because it's kind of hard to tell. You know, when it's an American, I don't know if this is rude to say, when it's an American, you can tell if someone's a bit fruity because they sound like it. Not always, but a lot of the time. And even with British guys, you can sometimes tell. Sometimes you can't. But sometimes you can tell, but it's less than America. America's like the most obvious one. Australia, the only way you can tell is if a guy is like, and you don't know, are they fruity or are they posh? And that's the same in the UK. You don't know. Are they posh or are they fruity? You don't know. You can't tell. Yeah. And this guy, I thought that they were a couple. The 2 guys, the 2 Australian guys. No, no, they weren't a couple. They were just 2 chefs, and one of them had spent 20 years in the UK, so he sounded posh. I was like, dang it. What does it say about the posh? Nothing really. I think, like, maybe they gravitate towards speaking more posh because they want to be more feminine. And being posh is seen as, in Australia and in England, is seen as a feminine trait if you're a man. Aren't you posh? Well, yeah, but I'm a girl, so like, it's like in America, if you have like a valley girl voice, that's very feminine. If you're a guy, that's seen as feminine as well. Like if you have that valley girl kind of like dialect. So it's like in the UK, if you sound like a proper geezer like that, if you sound like a proper lad, that's seen as very masculine. So maybe you're like, if you're a girl, you're fruity. But not always. This is generalization. Not always. Anyway, so I was really sure that these guys were you know, but they weren't. And I was like, oh, as soon as he's like, yeah, my wife and stuff, like, we all moved to the UK, I have a British wife. I was like, oh, that's why you sound like that. Oops. But they've been doing really good in the competition. I've been rooting for the Aussies. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing wrong, by the way, if you're posh. I actually have no problem with people that are posh. To be well spoken and posh, in my opinion, makes you sound intelligent. Which is, you know, and I like if you sound intelligent. However, you know, it's funny because, you know, people that are like, I don't know, maybe it's because like, I'm not American, but I never found like, you know, Southerners to sound like dumb. I feel like for some reason people say that Southerners sound like dumb or because they speak slower or something. I've never thought that when I've heard a Southern accent that they sound like not intelligent. Because it's not about your accent, really. I mean, sometimes it's like a bit of a facade even because like, maybe it's just your accent. Maybe you're not actually intelligent. But I've never thought that when I've heard a Southern person. Or even like Australian guys. Some people think Australian guys sound like unintelligent. But it's like, it's not about your accent, it's about the things that you're saying with your accent. More so, you know. Yeah. It's just a different dialect and that's all. Yeah. I think it's interesting. Yeah. Like Bogans? No, just generally speaking. Just generally speaking. Because we're kind of like Southerners. We speak kind of like Southerners almost. Our speech, generally speaking, is slower. We have more relaxed. You know, we have more relaxed speaking. Like, you know, if that makes sense. Like, yeah. You know, but like without speech, kind of almost like Southerners. Maybe that's why I don't feel that way about Southerners, because we're almost like the Southerners of the world. If you think about it, yeah. As it prejudice. Oh, you like my dialect so much? Thank you so much. I don't know what my dialect is. I just sound like rabbit, I guess. Yeah. None of my Southern family speaks Southern dialect, but do say y'all. Oh. I guess, like, it's funny because, you know, actually learning about American history made me understand more why Northern and Southern, like, parts in America have different accents. Because if there was so long where you couldn't really go into, you know, there was like feelings against each other, then maybe that's why, because it was so separated. But now as like the internet is more of a thing and people move around more, it's easy to move around, like it doesn't happen so much. Yeah. You like English accents that are similar to the stereotypical pirate accent. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird though because there's a lot of if you're Australian or British, don't lose your accent, guys. Try your best not to. Try your best to not integrate. I like American accents a lot, but what bothers me is when people who are Australian or British will speak and their R's will like turn into an American one for some reason. Like they speak all American-y because they've been on the internet a lot and they're like, oh well, I'm just terminally online, that's why I speak like that and I don't interact with people. Well, I'm terminally online, I don't interact with people either, and I, for some reason, what ended up happening to me is like I'm just less Aussie, but like I'm like blank, like a blank canvas. That doesn't mean that, I don't know. Like, it sounds like something's like wrong. Yeah. Like, you know, when they talk and then they just use the R. Like, imagine like Neppy just starting to say stuff with the prominent R. That would sound so strange. But I also, I don't know. I think some VTubers who are from the UK or from Australia will do it because they are not confident in their own accents. They think they need to be American for people to like them. The same as or otherwise they'll filter people. And I understand that. I really do because I felt similar. But it's okay to embrace your natural accent. And I'm not talking about it with people. There are some British, in particular, VTubers that will voice act as American, like the whole time. And you can't even tell. And I think that's like crazy. That's pretty cool. It must be tiring, but like I can respect that. But I mean the ones that like half do it. Yeah. Eh? What's your fascination with us? With America? I don't know. I think well for me, I'm not like fascinated by the guns really. It's not that. It's just when you've watched so many things from America, like, and you see, I guess maybe I don't know. I guess like I agree with similar values to the average, well not average, but I guess what America was founded on. And I think that's really cool. And I don't know, I think Americans are very friendly people and I don't know, like I like the idea of those more so like less than the big cities, because I'm not too interested in the big cities, but more like, and I don't know if this isn't a thing anymore, let me know, but I just like the idea of like the suburban America where people like all get along with their neighbors and they talk to each other and they like, I don't know why I visualize them being like coming over to the people's house and being like, I'm new to the neighborhood. And then someone like coming over to someone else's house and being like, do you have any flour? I need a bit of flour for my baking. If you give me some flour for my baking, I'll give you some cupcakes. I just imagine it like a RPG almost. Like a RPG world where everyone speaks to each other and like, obviously issues happen, but like, it's like a community. It's a lot more like community oriented than here. this is such an individualist society in Australia. You know, people always are just doing stuff for themselves. And sometimes it's really like that in America as well, but I think there's probably small pockets of places where it's still like that. Yeah. And I feel like that would be such a cool place to be. Like, I don't know. Not like in a gossipy place, but just like a humble little town. You know, genuinely kind of like the Amish. Am I crazy? Like, I don't really understand all of like the Amish stuff. I don't know a lot about the Amish. I love my technology. I don't think they're like that in Amish land. But yeah, like things are like people just like help out each other, you know. And yeah, and I actually do like that the Amish will like, you know, will sometimes have that like farm life where they'll like, you know, milk their cows or whatever, and then they'll like go sell it at like a little market. I don't know. I just think that's cute. I think that's really cute and like nice and humble. Like, I don't know. Being where I am, you get a little bit of that. Like for example, you can drive like maybe like 20 minutes from where I am, and you can go in like there's lots of, I mean, I'm kind of like rural area, so you can go like deeper into the country, and there'll be people that have farms, and sometimes they'll be like out the front of their farm selling like their fruit, or like have like the eggs or whatever, like. And I think that's cool. And I always force my parents to get some, because I like the idea of like supporting the farmers. I don't know, but it's not because I'm like, oh, I hate big corporations. Like some people are like, oh, I hate big corporations so much, we gotta like not support the big corporations. No, I just think it's humble like that. Like they did that and they're selling it, and I want to help them, and like it's humble and it's fresh. No, it's not like for any other reason. Yeah. But I guess that's why. You know, actually, I think, are there any European places that are like that as well? I guess it's just hard because I know that there are very nice places in Europe where there's community as well, but I don't speak those languages. So it's kind of hard. I think America you can kind of get that, but still English. In the UK you also get similar, but the weather sucks really bad, really poo-poo. And I don't know. I think a lot of people in the UK, but this is more like the cities and stuff. Well, like, they're very dry. A lot of people in the UK, they're very dry people. They have very dry senses of humor. They're very straightforward. And I really like that. Don't get me wrong. But that's not my fantasy idea. Yeah. Yeah. There's probably some, but they likely don't speak English over there. Yeah. What? They have little buggies? Where is PA Amishtopia? What's PA Amishtopia? Where is that? What? Oh, Pennsylvania? Wait, I'm looking up it, and the Amish people have horses? Oh! Guys. No, I didn't know. I love my horses. That's so humble. Yeah. But do the Amish, do they think they're better than everyone else? I don't know if that's bad to say, but sometimes I get nervous with communities like that where they may believe that they're like better than everyone else because like they're like pure and we're not. Which I don't mind. Yeah. That's sometimes scary. Aren't a lot of Amish people from like Sweden and the Netherlands? Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Mormons. I don't know, sometimes the American stuff are tricky. I think they think the rest of the society is corrupt. But we also think the rest of society is corrupt, don't we? I mean, I think a lot of people we think that society is corrupt. But we don't know what to do about it because we are so used to our ways of living. So I think there could be some common ground there. Insularity can breed a sense of superiority. Why do people hate them? They're originally Dutch settlers. Oh. I'm not Dutch. It's tough. Sometimes I feel like it would be so cool for me to be like... Well, actually, I don't know if this is good to say. I wish that I was like a full, like, proper European sometimes. I don't know if that's bad to say. Sometimes I feel like less. Sorry, is that bad to say? Not to say I'm not proud of where I come from, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Tricky. Tricky. I am rabba. I am rabba. I mean, it could be worse. As in, like, you know, like sometimes I'm like, oh, well, you know, maybe I'm like ugly. Because I'm not, like, you know. But also, like, I feel like, you know, as far as what, you know, like, as far as, other people go when they feel like they're not, good enough, it could be worse, so, yeah. I could go on a reverse rum springer next summer. I'm moving with the Amish for a few months. They would not let me in. They'd say you're not. They'd say you're not white enough. Get out of here. What are you doing? You dumb rabbit. Get out of here. Hop away and don't eat my veggies. Don't eat my vegetables, you dumb rabbit. That's what they'll say. They'll swat me away with a newspaper. Just, hey, rapper, you're gonna eat my cabbage. No, they're gonna say, this rapper gonna eat my cabbage. Some of them allow phones and electricity. I wonder if they'd be upset because my... because Because, like, I'm a VTuber. I work on the internet. Actually, I watched this show about these people that lived in an insular community. It was called... I can't remember what it was called. But it was framed like a cult, so I don't think it counts. I can't remember what it was called. But that's kind of all I know about it. I should watch documentaries on it that, like... that are like actually that are like actually factual and not like just weirdly framed movies or TV shows. That Giggle again with the newspaper. Well, I feel like that would be fun anyway. Interview with the Amish. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. What if I made an Amish friend? How would I contact them? Via pigeon? Or via letters? Because I feel like that would be fun, but like it would be really fun to have a pen pal. Actually. But I remember when I was a kid, pen pals were like all the rage. Like, everyone wanted a pen pal. I wanted a pen pal so bad. But I just feel like it would take a long time to get from America to Australia. They have a postman with a horse? Is that true? I don't even know what happened to pen pals. I guess texting became a thing and then... I don't know. The last thing I would want to do though is to introduce texting. You know, of course they know that texting exists. It's not like they're... And what I like is that it's not like they're unaware. You know what I mean? They choose to be that way. So I would never want to push like anything like that on them. That would be fun to have a pen pal. Anyone know Amish people? Let me know. Speak to the women. Ask if they want a rabbit pen pal. Yeah. I could put stickers on it for them. But you know what? Amish people probably hate rabbits. Because rabbits are pests. Especially with farms. And I'd assume a lot of them would have farms, you know. They would hate them. My grandmother owned a farm. She did not like rabbits. They were pesky. Eating her vegetables. Ruining their crops. Eh. And Giggle. Well, I like hopping and having just a little bit of a crop. They would eat them. They would not eat rabba. No, they wouldn't. Because they have kind hearts. They wouldn't eat rabbit. A lot of liberals hate the Amish since they don't get taxed. Really? They don't get taxed? Zero tax Amish? That's humble, because imagine putting taxes on these poor people. Because they're not even using the stuff that would be like, because if they had their own community and the government doesn't do stuff for them, then why would they want to, you know, why would they even need to do the taxes? That makes sense. Oh, they pay less taxes, not none. Oh, okay. They don't have healthcare or use any social services. But America doesn't have any healthcare, do they? Well, not free. Well, I don't know. Don't even get me started. I personally, I don't like paying tax. I don't think anyone does. Oh, they pull their money together. That's really sweet. Look, that's why my name Giggle. Well, they probably would have no Wi-Fi, would they? I would probably have to get a Starlink or something. Yeah. I think money pooling is cute. Is that bad to say? Because they all help each other as a community. I wouldn't mind paying taxes personally as long as it went towards something useful. Yes! I agree. That's my big issue. There is cell service in the area they're in. But what about Wi-Fi? What about Wi-Fi? Yeah. Any true blue Aussie knows Kiki's accent. Wait, what is it then? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know. Because I don't feel like I sound like anyone who's like near me. Like, I definitely don't... Like, you guys have heard my sister. Well, some of you have. Not all of you, actually. I don't sound anything like her. I mean, we sound similar, but, like, she's more Aussie than I am. Like how, vocal cords are probably similar-ish. Because we're sisters. Yeah. Yeah. She sounded remarkably similar. Sounded similar. You didn't hear her talk for very long though. Plus, like, she was using her phone voice. If that makes sense. The voice that you use on the phone. She sounds more bogan when she talks normally. Oh. Can you imitate how she sounds? Not really. Yeah, she's that high. Maybe another time I can try to get her to say something. Let me see if she's up. I can do a Bogan voice, but really manly. I can't really do like a... I can't do like hers. Like, I have voice messages she sent me, but I don't want to play them. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't... That feels weird to just play without asking. But I messaged her. Maybe she'll send an audio message. She doesn't live with me anymore, so it's kind of I couldn't just get her to come in. Yeah. Well, never say that she's bogan. Like that would make her sad. And I don't think she's actually bogan at all. She just sounds more Aussie than I do. I don't think she sounds bogan. Oh, it's geographic. Send me a marshmallow then. I want to know what you think. Let me know, because my name's Giggle. Also, I wanted to say thank you always to everybody for the kind marshmallows. I always like to read them before bed. and see what you guys are saying and stuff. And listen. Makes me happy in my heart. I could bring her and let her use one of my models. It's just... I was considering it in the past. But like... After seeing the way that a lot of people like... speak about people's family members that come on stream, I don't think I could handle that. And I'm sorry to essentially punish you guys for the actions of other communities. I know most of you aren't like that. It's just... I just feel like I couldn't handle it. I don't know if anything like that would happen. Cause like, I don't know. I'm very like picky. Oh, the music's gonna come on loud, sorry. I'm very picky and weird about like how people speak about my family. I don't know. And I know beggars can't be choosers when you put stuff on the internet. Like stuff is just bound to happen. So I will like I know what I put of myself out there on the internet. You know, that's my choice. And I understand the implications of putting that out there. My family might not know as much. So I don't think it's fair to do that to them. Yeah. 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 That's why I really only share positive things unless it's like something silly. Cause like, I don't know. You can share something about somebody or like a family member. Like I've shared a few things and then I don't realize, but like people start to like have a view of them that's not true. You know what I mean? Which is, you know, my fault really. And your name can't be. And your name can't be too. Thoughtful. Oh yes. Thoughtful. Yeah. Thoughtful. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you something. Little man, this morning before he got his breakfast, he did the biggest stretch I've ever seen. He did such a big stretch. And last night, I took him into bed and I was on my telephone and I was just looking at YouTube shorts, as you do. And he kept climbing on me. And I was like, little man, you just pop down there and lay and settle down. And it's gonna be alright. Yeah. And he kept climbing and putting his face so close to my face. And he kept kissing me. He kept giving me a kiss. And he didn't kiss my glasses, and then my glasses had a damn rabbit smudge on it. Well, I had to clean. I was like, little man, why you doing that? Why you giving me a kiss? And why you climbing? He kept climbing. I was like, you need to go poo. So I thought maybe he was climbing because he needed to go poo-poo. So I put him back down so he could go to the like litter tray if he needed to go poo-poo. He didn't need to poo-poo. He hopped back on. He hopped back on and then climb again. And I'm like, little man, oh my goodness. You don't even need to poo-poo. Then why are you being so crazy? He made conk noise. I don't really know how to explain. Yeah. He did a honk. He did a honky honk. He was a nice man too. He wanted hay. Well, I don't know what he wanted. But I popped him down and gave him a nice treat. And he was very pleased. Yeah. Yeah. I think he just was feeling cuddly. He's just been a cuddly guy sometimes. But he's the kindest man ever. And then, yeah, this morning he did a big stretch, so... That was really sweet. That he did a nice stretch. I think maybe he had sore leg. Or something. I don't know what his problem was, but... He didn't mind. He loves you? You really think so? I hope he does. I love that little guy. The problem was that no Giggle. Oh, that's true. Makes sense too. Guys, I'm just feeding my Pikmin right now, you know? Okay. Uh-huh. I feed my Pikmin too. Yeah. Does he have a son or daughter? Yes, somewhere. Before I got little man and little lady, they did have baby. They did have baby. Yeah. I do have to feed my Pikmin. Because that's how I get flowers. And if I plant my flowers, then I get special thing. Okay? And that's the truth. And that's just the truth. How am I supposed to level up my Pikmin without flowers, huh? It's not possible. Okay? Yeah. Where's the baby? I don't know. Somewhere. And they're hungry too. Yeah, they're hungry too. I have... Let me see how much. I got do so many steppies today. I have three golden pops, but... Hang on, maybe I'll walk while I'm talking. I can walk on the spot. But then... No, I don't wanna. But then you guys can't see my face. Then you guys can't see my face. Let me move this. Maybe you can see now this way. Look at this. Can you see? Hello? Wait. Okay, now you can see, and I'm walking too. It looks stupid looking. Pikmin. I need to do a lot of steppies. Cause I'm a Giggle girl too. Wait, maybe if I hold it. Did I hold it? Will not look silly. Okay. Ow, why is it hot? It's hot. I'm holding it like a selfie. Yeah. Could shake the phone? No, that's cheating. I'm not ever going to cheat in Pikmin. Some people do, and that just feels so wrong. Like, ridiculous. Like, why would you do that? Like, because then how are you supposed to feel rewarded about what you're doing? Like, let me... Actually, I need some coffee before we go. I need some coffee. Actually, maybe I'm stalling. Maybe I'm stalling right now. Perhaps I'm stalling. Let me... I want to feel immersed in on my walk. Hang on. This is going to help our immersion, everybody. Let me have a look. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, everyone, this will help our immersion. Here. Okay, wait, hang on. Hang on a second. See? This is in Canada, I believe. Yeah. See, now we're really on a walk too. Now we're really on a walk. Notice? Let me just put this behind here. Yeah, we're really on the walk now, and that's true. I'm just gotta pop. Okay. Okay, and then make it so we can still see you little guys. Happy, where are you? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Humble. Walkie time, and please do not hesitate to still talk to me. Let's see, it's like we're on a walk together. It's British Columbia? Oh, cool. I didn't even know this. Okay, we walking. Yeah, you can even see me moving like I'm walking too. Where's she going? I'm in British Columbia. Yeah. This is funny. Hey, I'm really walking. I'm really walking. Yeah, this is funny. Everyone, Giggle, walkie, 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 walk. Okay, let me see how many steps I gotta do for this. Yes, you can hold my hand. Make sure you keep up with me, huh? Okay. I gotta do... no, so many. That's not right. That's a lot of steps. That's not even the truth. 1,500. For now. That's okay. We walk. Yeah. You're walking though, lady. Okay. Do you hear me okay though still? I can walk to the beat. I am pacing like a crazy person. You wouldn't even know. Wow, look how pretty it is here, though. I've always wanted to go to a place like this. It looks so beautiful and foresty. We have some forests like this in Australia, but not really. It's kind of more like bushy. And at least where I am, like, there aren't bridges and stuff like this. There are no, like, proper paths or anything. You just kind of have to find, like, where everyone's walked. Oh my goodness, look at that moss. Shall we eat it? I'm gonna eat that moss. Is that your daily total? Or just what you're doing now? What I'm doing now? My total steps yesterday, I'll tell you. Yesterday I did 3,434. So like not much. My daily total so far, remember I woke up and started streaming, is 413. Which isn't great. Wait, look at the mountain. I didn't know. You know, something that really excited me when I was younger was the idea of walking up a mountain. I remember actually when I got a Wii and I started playing Wii Fit, and you know that place in Wii Fit where you can like walk and you can kind of go through a mountain? I thought that was so cool. I always thought that was so awesome. Whoa! The camera got funny for a second. Like, I always thought that was so awesome. Yeah, the felled tree trunk. Oh. I wonder if we'll see Rabba out here. Maybe we see Rabba. Where's the Nora? There's so much moss, and look at that fallen tree. See? What the heck? Whoa, do you see that on the left? All those tree roots? How'd that even happen? Did it fall? Or maybe that was a big... Because I feel like that couldn't have been pulled out. Like, that must have been something that... You have to, like... You need, like... either a giant to go pull that out or something. Oops, sorry. Yeah, you need, like, either a bear to pull that out or, like, gravity. Or something. What's that? Like their leaf? Rabba leaf. A poor old tree. Yeah. If I was a tree, my name would be Mrs. Bark Bark. Kiki Tree Bark Bark. Tree Bark Bark. Tree Bark. Call me Tree Bark. And I'll be like a dog, but like it would be like a pun because like bark. Whoa, look at this view of the mountains. Beautiful sky and mountain and the puddly water. Careful, don't get your shoes wet with the puddle and the mud, the dinky old mud. Careful. Eh? I bet the nice fellows in there. Who do you think in that water? What kind of fellows do you think are in there? Like maybe wood skipper fishy guy or something. Fishy? Large? No, not dinky large. No! No dinky large. It would not be. No dinky or large. No. No. It's ridiculous. Look at that tree. So cool. It looks like your backyard. Wait, seriously? That's so lucky. I can't believe you have such a cool backyard. I don't believe it. I don't even believe that. You like live in the woods? I wish I could live in the woods. I feel like that would be so much fun. They really call you that, yeah. What's it to ya? Just needs a little more underbrush. That's so lucky. I'm so jealous. They call me Miss Jealous of You. I felt like I did a lot more walking yesterday than I really did in reality. I think because I was also like standing around a bit. You gotta be careful with the bears. Why would you need to be careful for him? Bears are kind. Have you ever seen Yogi Bear? Yeah, well, I guess he's not your average bear, is he? You live on the side of a mountain? What? That's so lucky. I want to live on the side of a mountain. That's like a great rabbit spot, you know? Yeah. The air is so nice in the woods. Yeah, when I've gone walking in the bush, it's different to the wood spot. I feel like it's just the air is different. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go there in Washington. No, have you seen Obsession? I did see Obsession. No, that was an awful movie. That was terrible. That movie really freaked me out. They'll murder you in seconds? But I'm just rabbit. But they wouldn't hurt a little rabbit, would they? I bet they wouldn't, you know. Not a little old rabbit like me. He a bad bear. That's true. Bears in the East US run away. Is that true? I'm as jealous girl. Like another tree. Do you think those are bears that ripped that tree off? Yeah? You see? You think that bear that did that? Yeah! Silly rabbit! No, you wouldn't! No, that's not true! Not true! That's a lie, and you know that's the truth. You know that's not true. No more silly, but that upset me. Oh, I cracked my neck. Yeah, it must be one big old bear. Well, lumberjacks can't pull a tree out from its roots, can it? Because if it was a lumberjack, you would be able to see the stump. There's no stump. It just looks like the whole thing's been pulled out of the ground. Which is crazy talk. You're awful. You can pull out root. But can you pull out a tree by the root? But it looked like it was all one big pop. So, like, it looked like it all came out in one piece. So, like, how do you do that? There's tools for that. But would they really get a tool like that all the way in the forest? And just leave it there? I feel like they fell over. See, this big one, like, why would they just... If they had the machinery to pull it out, wouldn't they have, like, cleaned it up? You see, you know, just one stump, like the whole pop. And what made me nervous, because what if it's a bear? Is the wind really that strong that it blows over trees? That's so scary. That scared me. And what happens if a tree falls? And, like, you're there? Do you just get squished? I hope... You know what it would have been? Beaver! Beaver! Because beaver, you know that they look out for people. Sorry, no, they don't look out for people. Sorry, no. What they do is the beaver, they hear really well. So then when they nibble tree, what end up happen is when they nibble tree, they know the truth and they can hear when the tree gonna fall, and they can also hear like what direction it's going to fall in, so they can move accordingly. Did you know that? I'm gonna do power walkie, just for a moment. Kind of look like a lemon. You guys, if you saw me right now, you'd be like, oh my goodness, Giggles looks like such a lemon. Wow, what a beautiful view. Yeah, beavers are smarter than you think. They also sound like babies. What's like the coolest animal you guys have seen while you've gone on a walk? I'd say for me, well, it's weird because I guess kangaroos are a cool novelty, like for people from different countries. But I don't know, I think the coolest thing I saw was like really close, was a kookaburra, like super close by. It was like right next to me, like got right near my face. That was pretty cool, like a really cool experience. You saw a yabby? Cool! A gopher? A black bear? You saw a ferret yesterday? Tons of rabbits, but saw an owl one time. Cool! Chipmunk. Oh, I know the coolest thing I've seen. Bandicoot! Bandicoot! That's the coolest thing I saw. I've seen bandicoots lots of times, but I think it's cool that I've seen a bandicoot. Raccoon maybe. I've seen bears too. Oh. Chipmunk! Chipmunk! A moose? Those fellas are taller than you'd imagine. I wanna see a moose too. Mostly cats? I saw some hedgehogs and sparrows and some lizards. That's cool. You saw a blue-tongued lizard? Blue-tongued lizards go like this. With their blue tongue. They make that noise. Sometimes I see a deer in town. I had a cool grayish fox sleeping behind my house one day last year. That was pretty neat. That is so lucky. I seen coy dogs or coyote dog mix. Whoa! From my front porch, chased a deer once. From your front porch? Hey, look! There's fish maybe in there. There's Dinky Loach in there. Guys, that might be Dinky Loach. I live in the city, so I'll see stray cats, but I see deers on occasion. That's cool. I love squirrels. They don't live in my country. We don't have squirrels here either. But I've seen them in the UK. And that was really cool. I love squirrels. Yeah, I think I saw a squirrel in Canada too. I see birds, rabbits, lizards, turtles, sometimes snakes. What snake? Careful. Careful, please. A snake. I've seen snake too before. Scary. You're gonna make sure you pop out of his way, especially if it's summer. Yeah. If I go outside, there are banana spiders everywhere, and the nests cover entire tree stumps. Oh my gosh, I would be so scared. I would never go outside. Honestly. I saw a fox right near my house the other night, and deer drinking from a bird fountain in my yard. That's so cute. You seen squirrels too? That's so lucky. Yeah, on my way home from work yesterday, I saw a coyote crossing. I wish we had coyotes here. The day prior, almost ran over a possum, but he made it to the other side, thankfully. Oh, lucky. Lucky possum. I always wanted to give a possum a cuddle, but they like, I don't know if this is mean, but possums by default to me look like they have rabies. So I don't know if I would be able to tell which possums are good and which are not. I also peed on a rattlesnake when I was a teen on purpose? Or by accident? That poor snake! That poor snake! I like to record the silly squirrel here. Well, you should consider posting it sometime. I'm sure we'd all like to see a cute animal video if you have any cute ones. Yes, we have dingoes here, which I guess is similar to coyotes. I had a squirrel live with me for a bit. I saved him when he fell and kept him until he got better. That's so nice of you. I have a lot of respect for people that do that. Yeah, that's really lovely. I had a cougar roaming around my neighborhood a decade ago. These guys have, these days I have 2 peafowls who decided to make my yard their new home. That's so lovely. I also have families of rabbits and squirrels and a buck with 2 does living around here too. That's true. They're immune to rabies? Wait, really? Possums are? Wait. So we could maybe get immune to rabies as humans if we figured it out. I actually didn't know that. I got hit by a porcupine quilltail. Hey! The squirrel would sit on your sleeves. That's so cute. You gotta feed 7 cats outside. Okay. Possums do look permanently sick, but it's almost impossible for them to get rabies. That's so interesting. Thank you guys for letting me know. I had no idea about that. My dad used to raise squirrels when he was younger. He still always talks about Mr. Squirrelmouse, his favorite squirrel. Mr. Squirrelmouse? Yeah, I like him. That sounds like a really nice fellow. That sounds really lovely. Hey. Oh, the body temperature is too low for rabies to survive. That's so interesting. I've also got a black bear that's decided to hang out down the old Pilgrim Road. And possum, squirrels, swamp rabbit, hey, a swamples lives there too, and rattlesnakes and deer. Why swamples live there? I like Swample. Swample have kindness in his heart, and he loved the swamp too, like having a little cool off in the swamp. From what I hear, anyway. Yeah. Sometimes I wish I was Swamples, but I'm just a little snowshoe at the end of the day. Even though I wish I could be Swample. I got to lock in with my walking. I kind of got distracted. Oopsie daisies. But that's so cool, guys. It's so awesome, like, that you guys have such cool nature, you know? Isn't it so special that around the world, it differs so much what nature you can see? I also recommend you guys look at the birds around you too. Birds are more cool and interesting than you might think. Like, you may think, oh, it's just a bird, but birds are really special and amazing as well. So have a look at Birdie too if you can. Did you know that? Yes, the whole world's beautiful and filled with so many nice and amazing fellows too. Yeah. I love looking at the birdies. We have such beautiful birds here in Australia. So I'm very lucky. Probably more fortunate than other countries, but I would still recommend having a look. It was very interesting actually to see the birds in Canada. They seem to have very different flight patterns than the ones in Australia. They are maybe because the wind blows differently and they have different migration patterns or something. But it is very interesting. I really enjoyed looking at and seeing the differences in the birds there. Yeah. One bird I've always wanted to see is a what's it called? The one that a hummingbird. No, not is it humming? No, the one that a woodpecker. Woodpecker. I don't think we had woodpeckers here. I've always wanted to see a woodpecker. That's one of my dreams. As far as animals to see. Yeah. I always stop to look at the ravens and the mourning doves. Cool! We have doves here as well that are around me. My family loves watching birds. We have many bird feeders around our house. And squirrels eat a lot of seed though. They eat a lot of this minnow squirrel. We have a little bird bath, which is really nice. Like at my house we have 2, which is really good for the birdies if they get like if they get like, you know, unwell, especially in the summer heat. They have a nice little bird bath. Yeah. You had a woodpecker peckling your house a month ago. Hey, tricky. They peckled your house? Wait, why did they bother? Why didn't know woodpecker have such bother? I didn't know they have such bother. Yeah. I want to see roadrunners and kiwi birds. Woodpeckers wake you up super early sometimes when they go to town on a tree right outside. I've always wanted that to happen though. Like, I feel like I would be so happy that happened. You've only seen few woodpeckers. Hey. I've always wanted to see a kiwi bird too. They're so cute. They look like little fuzzy pears. Did you know that in New Zealand, a majority of their animals was made up of birds because of their unique environment in New Zealand. A huge majority of their fauna was birds. Fun fact. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you can look that up. So they have a lot of interesting, unique birds there. Yeah, true. True. Okay, I gotta do like 1,000 more steps. I did 1,800 so far. That's a Giggle fact too, that's the truth. No rats until humans showed up. Same here in Australia. The British brought the rats to Australia on the ships for the convicts. That's how they got here. Yeah. I heard kiwis are starting to be endangered because ferrets or something invaded their habitats. No, that's so sad. Oh, sorry, let me know if my music's getting too loud, everybody. You honking the horn. No tooting. Well, there's a lot of kiwi sanctuary areas, so I think you'll be okay. Hopefully, I think they'll be alright. Yeah. They will make sure that the kiwi bird stays alive, of course. Who honking? We had an albino kiwi for a while, but he got sick. Oh, I saw him! I saw photos of him. They kill all rats in Alberta. Our house is still mouse infested. Wait, really? Mousies? Yeah, New Zealand. I know what you mean. Wild dogs and cats have been obliterating them for years. Hey. If you have a kitty, make sure you leave it inside, guys. They're my favorite next to dodo birds. That's tough if your favorite was dodo birds. That's tough. I was there when a dodo bird went extinct, you know. They're always there. Hey guys, you know I just noticed? You see how well I camouflage in here? That's why I'm rabba, because I have good camouflage for these areas. I'm like made to be in these kinds of woods. See? Yeah, I camouflage really good. Just like a lot of rabbits do. Yeah. I'm nature-y color. that horn and you're honking your horn again. But yeah, that's sad. That's sad and that's a shame. You're storing Al though. Hey, no, don't get me, Mr. Al. You stop that right now, okay? And you have kindness and no more honk. Yeah. Clover raises your camera level, yeah. It's the truth. I could just hide in a patch of clovers near a tree trunk and I'd be okay. I think. Okay, 2,000 step done. Complete. But not done yet. I'm wanna walk because I have 3 golden seedlings for me to hatch. So it's really important that I do it because I need to get the gold seedling. Hey, my music. Come back. This one. Oh, sorry. And let me know if the volume's okay. 8,000 more to go. Well, I'm not gonna do them all today. Hey, wait, why is it disappearing? Come back. Hi. I really like Pokemon music. Sorry. I'm not used to walking and talking at the same time, but I guess it's good practice. I guess for my fitness, on my vocal cords or something. You know, I hear singers learn to exercise and sing at the same time for, like, I don't know, their fitness or whatever, because how can you perform on stage and sing if you haven't practiced that? You know, like doing exercise and being able to keep, like, singing at the same time. It's actually easier while you're standing to sing. I mean, it's harder when you're, like, walking, but it's easier than I thought it would be. Maybe because your tummy's not, like, being, like, squished while you're sitting. I don't know. Won't be crazy. Look at all that yummy moss. I bet that rabbit liked that moss. Especially that Swampo. Swampo's like that moss too. You're like, yes, this is really good. And it's Swampo say, oh yeah, this is really good. I'm gonna put it in my mouth and take it back to my burrow for a comfy bed. Comfy swampy bed. That's what he say. You eat moss? Well, sometimes. And what's it to ya? If I had a piece of moss or two, huh? What's it to ya? Yeah. What's it to ya? Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. Thank you. No, not what's it to ya. What's it to ya? To ya, not to ya. No, it's a tutor. That's awful. Don't say such things. Especially not to a lady rabbit. You know, I'm very dignified kind of girl. You don't say things like that to a dignified lady rabbit. Ruby Beach, Washington. I looked that up after. I've returned with hatred for slugs in tow. They got into the water bowl I had for the cats. It would be a godsend to have an endless supply of salt in retaliation. Oh my goodness. Really? Tricky. 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 I hope that you refilled their water with some fresh water. I guess because the weather's yucky, it makes sense that there would be sluggies. But the sluggy gotta drink too. He has to drink too. How do you think he drinks? Okay? So understand that sometimes slugs need to drink, and well, even though it might be hard, you have to remember that, you know, he's trying his best, and you know, it's not his fault he needs to drink. They can drink from the soil, not a bowl. I mean, that's true. That is true, to be fair. Yeah. But maybe he wants nice, you know, maybe he wants a nice new little drink. Like a nice fresh drink, You ever think that maybe he wants a fresh drink? Yeah, everyone gets thirsty. Slugs crave your fluoridated water. Or fluoridated water. I love shrinking my pineal glands. That's what the slug says. I love hardening my pineal glands. That's my favorite. Snails keep eating your flowers, but they're hungry. I'm with Tutoria. And what's Tutoria if they're hungry? Doesn't it look a little bit beautiful when they eat your flower? Because then the snails like on your flower and they decorate. Maybe you could grow some special leaves for him. So the snails have some leaves to eat too. Then maybe they wouldn't go for the flower bit. That's no snail, that's Kiki! Maybe you could consider growing a carrot for the snails, huh? Huh? Consider growing some carrots and spinach. I bet the snail would like that. Maybe. What? I don't know. That's just me. Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah. Hello. I'm just having a walk right now. And welcome to your dream. How are you doing today? I heard that you're doing good. I'm having a good day, happy day. Are you having a happy day today, everybody? I hope that today happy day. Even if it's a little mossy. Delusional walk. It's a true walk. It's a true walk. I'm really walking. I'm really walking right now. It's true, and everyone knows it. good. I've been sitting here playing skateboarding games on my phone. It's fun. How's your walk, Giggles? It's good. Yeah. Every day is happy day with you. Kindness! I wonder where the wild rabbits outside are. There's a few in the yard. Probably underground. What the heck is this, Mossville? Yeah. Mosquitoes ate you up last night. I'm sorry. That sounds horrible. I'm sorry that was me. Just let me have a little nibble. Yeah. Yeah, the wild rabbits are underground in their little burrow, in their little hole. That's where I am anyway, a lot of the time. Go underground. Nice gloves. Yeah, sometimes I wear gloves if I'm doing intense gaming. They make me better at gaming, I hear. But only sometimes. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Okay, I'm so close, guys. Power walk. Whoa! Echo, thank you so much for the raid. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Oh, it's so nice that you raided me, Echo. Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. If you don't know me, my name's Pyon, and I'm a rabbit from Rabbitville. And I'm just on a teeny tiny little walk right now. Just a teeny tiny one, because I'm playing Pikmin Bloom, and I need to get my steps. But we just added this video for the immersion. But I'm getting close to being finished. But I hope that you're all doing well, and welcome. Yeah. And thank you again, Echo, for the raid. I appreciate it. What were you guys up to today? I bet doing something really humble. I bet you were. Yeah, we've just been having a bit of a yappy stream today. Wow, walking backwards pro, yeah. What's the fun of walking forwards? I already know how to do that. I like to walk backwards instead. Sometimes side walking too. Yeah, I hop forwards and backwards and everywhere, really. And yeah, one little bit of a walkie, but I'll just be yapping soon. Yeah. Soccer watching the World Cup! Who won? Wait, who won? The Brits won! Yes! Aha! They took it home, is that what they say? England! England! It's coming home! Way! Way! Is that what they say? Nice! I have family in the UK, so... Honorary Englander. England! Come on, England! Score some goals! That's so cool. So many stupid calls on them too. Way! Way! Really, they didn't want them to win. But they did it. But they did it. And I've always believed they could. Honestly. If England wins, then everyone's gonna have to call it football. Everyone thinks that Aussies, we call it football, but we actually call it soccer. But I would call it football just for the Brits if they win. Like, the whole thing. The whole cup. It must be so early for you, isn't it, Echo? It must be like 1 in the morning, or like 2 in the morning, right? It's actually England. Oh, is that true? Oh, they're my steppy. Yeah, but I'm happy that they won. I was hoping for that. It's funny to see those footy men. You know, around 5 or 4 in the morning for them. Oh my goodness. England already won in 66. It should already be called football. So true. Game didn't start until 2 a.m. England time. What? So it doesn't start at the same time every day? Because like, I was considering watching it, but it looked like it was, it looked like it was like a, it was gonna be like really early in the morning for me. Well, this is like good time for me, so. Even though it's like really early in the UK. They scared of a little rain. I bet it's not England. Were they versing today? Even was it? I can't believe that people still like watch though. Really shows how much they like it. It's hosted in Mexico right now. Oh, I see. Thank you for subscribing. If it's Mexico, aren't they very similar to US time? Or something? Then it would be like in the evening for them, wouldn't it? Like, I guess if it's like 5 a.m. it must be like, what, like 12? For them? Or something? I don't even know. Thank you very much for following me, and thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate it. That one got delayed, I think, specifically. But it was because of the rain? It was at 8 p.m, I think 9, another delay. After delay. So it was just delayed because of rain. That's kind of crazy. England victory. Yay! I'm happy. I feel like it would have sucked for the poor English people if it got delayed all that time. They had to stay up till 2 a.m. and then they lost. That would be so, like, I would be so mad. Yeah. But that's cool. I think the last time Aussies played, they didn't do very good. Who even plays? What is it, the Socceroos that go on the World Cup? I don't know a lot about soccer. I know more about AFL, but I don't even know about, like, any World Cup stuff. But I think the World Cup's really cool, like, all the countries going head-to-head. Yeah. But we didn't... I think we... Are we gonna be playing another game, Australia? Or not? They would have been riots, yeah. Everyone would have been mad. And drunk at that point, because everyone's probably drinking. Oh, good night! Have a good sleep! Sweet dreams. We're out, I think. Eh, really? No. Eh, seriously? Because we lost? Lost to Egypt on penalties. Ugh. Philly. That's such a blow to Philly. Upset. Philly. Canada got knocked out last round, really? Okay, well at least it wasn't just us. Who did they lose to? I will never forget when Canada lost to the US in the hockey thing. Everyone was so upset. Yeah. Yeah. But it's really cool that, like, everyone likes the World Cup. Nice to meet you too. Yeah, they tried the best that they could. I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna look up the soccer team in a minute. Once I'm finished. I have to do like 50 more steps and then I'm done. Yeah, boy, finally. I don't know how long I walked for. Probably not even that long. Yeah. But I can't believe it was on penalties. Yeah, lost 0-3 to Morocco. Tricky. Isn't like England's sport the soccer? Isn't that like their sport? Like how in Australia we have like cricket. In America you have like football. Canada you have hockey, etc. Isn't it like for England it's the soccer? Alright, I'm gonna sit down now. I'm done my walkies, guys. I look funny. Don't look. Don't look at me right now. Don't look at me. Okay. How do my feet feel? They're fine. I was just walking on carpet. They invented it, but they aren't the best team ever, really? Who's the best team ever? Or is that controversial to ask? Like, I mean, logistically. Like, technically. Who's the best team? Okay, hang on. Let me just see what I got to do next. Let me just see my next Pikmin pop that I gotta do. Okay, I have enough of this one. Humble. And then destroy 3 mushrooms. And do that. Uh-huh. Okay. There's a bit of an outcry in the US World Cup right now because the US team had a big penalty lifted by the president? What? Wait, hang on, really? Wait, what? That can't be a... How can the president do that? That doesn't make any sense. Is that even true? Oh, of FIFA! Oh, I thought you meant like the president of the United States. I was like, what? Is FIFA in America? Who's like, who owns FIFA? That's crazy. Sent out a presidential pardon for the foul? I think it's worldwide. But like who's like the main guy? Whoa, wait, this is cool. This is where you live? Wait, I don't know if I should put it on my stream, but that's so cool. It looks so lovely. I would love to go and climb those mountains. He's Gianni Infantino. Is he Italian? That sounds Italian. Infantino. Yeah. Italian Swiss fellow. Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't seem like there's any bias there, at least. It would be really bad if it was like the Italian team he did that for. Let me see. The Australian World Cup team. I want to see who's on the team. Because I actually don't even know. I don't even know soccer players. Yeah, are these guys? Wait, some of them are from other places. Wait, listen. Wait. There's players, but then they say they're from like a Spanish club. Denmark, Australia, Netherlands, England, Italy, Cyprus, Japan, USA, Austria, England, USA, Scotland, Netherlands, Germany, Australia, USA, England, Australia, Spain, England, Australia, Italy, Japan. What? Why are the people... I thought the Australian team would only have Australians. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Wait, the guy from England, Harry Sauter, got 11 goals. And the guy from Germany, Jackson Veen, got 14 goals. And the guy, oh, this is an Australian, Matthew Leckie, 14 goals. It's not about where they're from, it's about who they're playing for. Shouldn't it be about where they're from? If it's for the World Cup? Harry Sauter is an absolute unit. Really? He's from England. Wow, a lot of them are quite young actually. There's the American guy is 18. But he didn't get any goals. And then the guy that got 14 goals is 35. And then the guy from Spain who's 34 got 0 goals. Does that mean he got 0 goals in ever or 0 goals in the World Cup? And also that might make sense because what if you're the goalie? You can't get goals if you're the goalie. Yeah. Some players play from different countries if they get more money. I would probably just play for any team that accepted me. Personally. But I didn't even know... Wait, is one of them wearing a bra? Guys, what's this? Wait, no, I'm not even kidding. Hang on. I don't think it is. It's like a reverse bra. Look. No. Look. You see that guy in the middle? What is that? I've never seen that. It looks like I shouldn't see that because it looks like a reverse bra. Like he's wearing it the wrong way. What is that for? I used to, like, when I was in school, I played soccer a few times and it was fun to wear the shin pads. I know about the shin pads. I don't know what that is though. Do they all wear those? Oh, he has a sore back maybe? Oh, sorry. Sorry, back brace guy. It must be a brace for his back. Oh, sorry. I think I need one of those on my back. Yeah. I like shin pads. Look at that doggy. Wait, paw. Guys, look. There's gonna be a pooch coming. Look. Pooch on the right. Pooch. Hey. Hi. Doggy. Doggy. Do you want to wear reverse bras? No, I just feel like it would be good to have a back brace for my back because I have a sore back sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to be on the camera too. Club football is different from the national football team. Oh, okay. It does literally look like a bra up, like backwards though. Which is funny. Yeah. I really wanted... When I was playing soccer, it would annoy me though, because everyone would like accidentally kick each other and then say sorry. It always annoyed me. I'm like, I'm gonna kick all of you in the shins in a minute if you're not careful. Like, stop apologizing to each other. We're playing a game. And that's really serious. This is a soccer game. We have to lock in and win. Actually, fun fact... wait, this might be kind of doxy, but I don't care. My, like, family friend, like, my mom's friends, well, I guess my parents' friends, their daughter, got on one of the teams. Not for the World Cup, but one of the big Aussie teams. with soccer. It's cool. She worked really hard. And the other sister, she does swimming stuff. But they were like really big athletes. Yeah. I remember always thinking they were both so cool. But they thought I was cool because I did like dance stuff. I thought I was cool. To my ballet. And I was like, whoa, wait, no, you guys are cool. Doggy on the left! Hey, you look like an old dog. Yeah. Also, someone I went to school with is like on some kind of baseball team in the US. It's cool. Or was. I don't know if he still is. That's weird. They're like a sports family. I guess so. I think they just got really serious about it, like when they got older, because they realized that's what they wanted to do. Didn't know you were a critically acclaimed VTuber. No, I don't tell people about my streaming. Really? Yeah. I don't tell people. It's hard. I just say, well, I do say that I stream, but I say I don't have a, like a, I don't show my face or anything. Like, they know that it's, so they know I'm not like a booby streamer or anything weird. And that's kind of all I say. If you're a girl and you stream, people are always just going to assume it's like sexual, unfortunately. And it's like, yeah, like a lot of the popular ones are, but not all of us are like just showing our tatas. Look at the doggy. Do they know about VTubers? I've never discussed VTubers with them. Yeah. I've never discussed it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I heard people, you know what's so silly? I saw stuff about people talking about how VTubing is like losing popularity or whatever. And like, oh, like VTubing is going to die or whatever. And it's like, are you dumb? It's like saying, like, streaming is going to die. It's like saying, like, TV is going to die. Like, yeah, stuff always, like, evolves, but the medium itself is not going to go anywhere. Like, you know? You know, it's like, that's a bit silly to say. It's just a medium of streaming. And yes, it is a medium, but a lot of people who might not like VTubers might like, you know, not all of you guys, from what I know, are VTuber watchers. You might just like me. You know, you might just be a Kiki watcher, but you're not like interested in like VTubers in itself. You know? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the novelty of it in itself has died. Like, for sure, the novelty isn't there because it's been around for a while now. But like, the medium itself is not going to go anywhere. People just watch it because they think their content is good. That's why I think it's okay to do like, you know, like different things sometimes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I try to do arts and crafts and other stuff. Like, you know, and I try to do like streams where we learn about things together and like other stuff, you know? And Because if I was to do the same format as every VTuber all the time, well, what would make it special then? You know? That's why I think it's good to try to do other things as well. Because at the end of the day, you can be as creative as you want with VTubing. It's just a medium at the end of the day. And you can definitely be creative without having to show yourself. There's so much you can do without that. You know, you can keep the immersion. Because a lot of people like, oh, you know, I want to like be more creative. And then they're like, oh, okay, let me just show my face now. Or let me like do stuff with my body. And it's like, no, you don't have to do that. There's other ways to be creative and try your best to keep the immersion. It's tricky when I want to do craft stuff because I will have to show my hands, but I hope I still keep some semblance of immersion with that. I try to be pretty militant about how careful I am with that. And, you know, like people like, oh, Kiki, show your feet. Like they think, no. Or Kiki, like, I mean, you show other stuff. No, I'm okay. Just cause I want to show my hands for something doesn't mean I want to like show a body part just for the novelty, you know. My cat Tulip wanted to say hi. Oh, hi Tulip. I hope that you're having a good day. Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely different things you can try. It's just a medium at the end of the day. There's so much you can do. I would like to see more VTubers making videos again. You know? Yeah. Eh. Hey, Nico. I have gloves. It's tricky when I don't want to do stuff like working with clay, because you kind of need your hands to like warm up the clay and stuff, but I tried to, yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not. Oh, doggy! Why this tree? Hey, wait, we're about to wait, Giggle Wiggle. Okay, look. Look. Hi. Doggies. Woof woof. Woof woof woof. Yeah. I wish I had a doggy to walk sometimes. You appreciate the wholesomeness. The shameless people are really off-putting. Yeah. A lot of VTubers are shameless. I try my best to not be a total prude. Contrary to popular belief, sometimes I get Marshmallow saying, Kiki, why are you such a prude now? Why are you such a prude these days? Well, because like... I don't know. Doggy! Yeah. It's... I don't know. I'm just rabbit. I kind of get a little repulsed sometimes by people that try too much to make everything sexual. Yeah. There can be a middle ground between wanting to keep things humble and like wanting to have respect for myself and being a prude. Like, I appreciate and encourage any lewd fan art. You know, I don't mind that. That's totally cool. But like, you know, I'm not gonna like be outright like crazy on stream. You know, you can understand the internet and the way that things are without like, you know, like I'm not like, ah, don't sexualize me. Not like that. That's just the nature of things. That's whatever. I don't care. But like, you know, I'm also not gonna be like crazy on stream all the time because I like just being rabbit. So different. Yeah. It is better to leave some for the imagination. Yeah. Yes. You know how much I get called a prude all the time? Other VTubers have called me a prude before, you know. Not nice. Not prude. Not prude. Also, just rabbit. Not prude. Yeah. Yeah, I'm prude. I guess. Yes, truth. Crack. I know how rude to call someone prude. It's not the worst word you could call somebody. Quack, quack, quack. Thank you. Thank you for saying my voice is cool. That's nice. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, what's that? Oh, that's a rock. I thought that was a squirrel. Let's go England! Yeah. The lemon. Hi! We're just doing a little walkie, I guess, now. Let me have some coffee, actually. I want to sip in my coffee. Oh, is that doggy up there? You know what happened to me the other day while I was on a walk? Walk, right? I see something across the road. Whoa, look how beautiful. I saw something across the road and I was like, wait, is that like a... Is that a little person? Or whatever? Like I kept looking. I'm like, that's a very small person. It was just a child. but I was looking like... I'm like, is that a dog or a small person? Like, what is that? What is that even? It was just a child. I don't know why I was so confused. I felt like I was so confused. Look at the doggy. It's cute. Isn't that so beautiful up here? I want to go in there. Look how beautiful it is. Where is this, by the way? Let me see. Double check so for sure. British Columbia. Yeah. Where are the salmon? Where are the salmon? Where are the salmon? That doesn't make sense. It should be where is the salmon, right? Do you go hiking often? Not really, but I would like to. Where are salmon? Oh, that water would be freezing, wouldn't it? Freezing! It's nice to see people out on walks. Look at that doggy. Yeah, it's really nice to see people out on walkies, don't you think? I don't know why. I don't really like other people. Sorry, that's weird just to say. How do I say this better? I don't like seeing other people out of... Well, okay. I don't really like being around lots of people. Okay? But... However, there is something really lovely about seeing people out in nature. And seeing kids out in nature is really lovely as well. I love seeing kids playing and like experiencing nature, because sometimes it makes me sad, like, you know, thinking that maybe kids on their damn phones these days, not going outside. Or like if I go past the playground and I see kids playing, I'm like, yes, that's so good. Go and play on the playground, be kids, like go outside. That's awesome. Like, it makes me so happy. Like, I don't know. It, you know. But like when I was on a walk, I was hearing really loud noises. I'm like, is something wrong? What's wrong? And I was like walking around. I was like, I don't know if I want to go down that street because it's loud. But I had no other way to get back to where I wanted to go. So I walked down the street very hesitantly because I was hearing loud noises. And I looked, and it was just kids jumping on the trampoline together. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And it was really nice because I used to jump on the trampoline with my sister all day, like all the time when I was a kid. Like hop, hop, hop on the trampoline. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, you know, I never get annoyed by kids like being loud and having fun. Because they're like enjoying their childhood and like they should be able to be loud and play, you know? So, yeah, I would hop all the time as a kid on the trampoline. Some of my best memories as a kid was having a trampoline. Probably best purchase my parents made ever. We would hop around and we would like pretend to be different characters and have like powers and stuff, and we'd double bounce each other and do tricks on the trampoline. Like, it was so much fun. It felt like I could go so high. Yeah. You know, of all the things I've been through, I never thought I'd be an active member in VTuber communities. I usually avoided it because I get attached to it easily. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It can be hard when you get attached, especially a lot of VTubers, they will kind of just disappear sometimes. I've noticed that happening a lot, and it can be hard if you don't communicate. Like, I don't understand VTubers that will go and they won't communicate with their fans, like, and tell them, oh, I'm gonna be gone for a few days, I'm really sorry, or something at the very least, because it can make people really worried and like think that maybe something bad's happened, you know. And like, I feel like that would be very hard as a viewer, because you would be constantly a bit anxious. Or are they actually gonna be here, or are they gonna like go? So that's why I try really hard to communicate, but I think it can be really hard in communities where that happens, because you're just like, oh, they're going again, I wonder when they'll come back. Yeah. But I hope that, you know, at least here you don't need to worry about that. I try my best to communicate as much as I can. They either disappear or get so big they can't read your post because the chat is going too fast. Oh. I feel like that only happens to, like, some of the really, really top ones, right? Because, like, I remember being really terrified of ever getting over 100 viewers. I was like, if I get over 100 viewers, then the chat is gonna go way too fast. I'm not gonna be able to read any messages and it will be so awful. But I'm over 100 viewers right now and I can read everyone's posts just fine, you know? Even if I don't read every post out loud, I mostly just read out stuff that like makes sense for the conversation. But I'm always reading everyone's posts. I don't think I miss it unless I'm like locked in on a game or something. Yeah, forbidden double bouncing. So true. I like to do the forbidden bounce. Yeah, we appreciate it. Well, I don't know. I feel like it. Oh, doggy! I feel like it should just be common courtesy. Cute doggy. Hello. I just feel like it's basic respect to do that. I feel like it's you know, like, I feel like it's like kind of a bare minimum thing. I don't know. Because you guys care about me a lot. And this is like, hey doggy. I feel like it's my, I don't know, like this is, it's not just a job. Like it's my, you guys are like my, like, I don't know, incredibly important to me. Of course I'm gonna let you know. Like, oh, sorry guys, I'm gonna be busy for a few days. You know, the only time where I feel like I wouldn't be able to do that is if, like, I don't know, I got really hurt. But I think if I got really hurt, I would, my parents would type a post for me. Because I know how important it is. You're a good geeky. Hey, thank you so much. You have kindness. And that's okay. I love lurkers a lot too. Lurker love. Thank you. I think around 500 is when it starts to get a little too fast. 500. Yeah. But I feel like there's a gap between, like, there's VTubers with like 20 viewers, and then there's VTubers with like 100 viewers, and then there's VTubers with like 500 viewers, and then there's VTubers with like 1,000 viewers, and like they're usually in between like those categories. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's like it's like, I don't know, depends. And it also depends on the type of chat too, because this chat could be incredibly fast if everyone just spammed like all the time. But you guys, like, I don't know. I mean, I like emoji posting and stuff a lot. I think it's cute. But I like how when you guys type, you just type in one big message and not like, I don't know, some people like space their sentences in messages. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hopefully I'll come to a convention in your area someday. Yeah. You got, at that point you gotta be funny and fast to get right out. Yeah. Sorry. Wait, what do you mean sorry? Why? It's okay if they do that sometimes. No, I just mean some people do that every time. And I see it in chats and it can get like a bit scrambled when that happens. But it's fine if you have one thought and then you have another thought and you want to type it. I'm talking about something really specific. And that mostly only happens if someone has a chat where like only one person is talking. Yeah. No, blocks of text are fine. Like, no. I like emojis. Emojis are really humble because they're just like, they just show emotions and I like it. It's like, it shows like character. I like it more, like it makes me feel happy and humble when people do that. Yeah. And sometimes, like for me, I get too nervous in other chats to that's such a small dog. Look at him. I get too nervous in other chats to like to post messages, so I will post emojis. Yeah, I like my emojis because they express a lot, especially the YouTube emojis. They're funny. That's the only reason why nails exists. Because of emote posters. Posting humble emotes. That's the only reason why. Yeah. You call him funny. I think you're funny. I think the text limit for chat should be a bit higher too. I always find it's not long enough. Yeah. There are times I do feel like I've overshared a bit here. No, I don't think so. But from what I can tell, both here and the folks on YouTube seem pretty cool. Yeah, and trust me, like, you don't need to worry about, like, if you ever feel like you overshare, I'll tell you. Like, I'm not gonna, like, just feel uncomfortable and not say anything. So if there's any issue, like, that I have, I'll let you know, okay? I like ending sentences with little faces too a lot. Yeah. Thank you for following. Yeah. Yeah, I end up doing that too, because sometimes it's a good way to end off a message sweetly. I also get in the habit of doing that because my sister had a time where she thought if I... Wait a minute. Did you guys see that fish? Look. Look on the tree stump. There's a fish. There's a dinky lurch on that tree stump trying to watch us. There's a dinky lurch on that tree stump. Dinky lurch trying to watch us. Fish out of water, fish out of water, that's true. Well, I'd want to escape the lurch like too if I were him, Bart. Everyone be careful. Okay. Be careful. Okay? Yeah. Careful. I can't even remember what we're talking about. But yeah, I like people that post emotes. Yeah. Horn. No horn. No more horns. No more horns, okay? Yeah. Yeah, volume okay. Yeah. Born to rab, made to lurch. It's a swampy life. Where is that from? Zelda game, I think. I still got Zelda song with the horn in it. Yeah. No, I don't like horn because they toot. They toot toot toot. They toot toot toot. I don't mind a little horn now and then, but they always toot toot toot. Breath of the Wild, yeah. I never played Breath of the Wild. Cause like, why does the wild even have breath? Does it smell bad? Let me know if anyone knows what it smells like, because I don't really want to consider the Breath of the Wild. Ever. It's just me though. Maybe you guys like it. Yeah, maybe I need a mint. Yeah, that's what blew over those trees. Oh goodness. It smells like fresh air. Yeah, I'd hope so. I'd hope so. I love how much moss and stuff is here. It's so alive. I don't know. But don't eat the forest because of course it's alive. Of course it's alive. It looks super alive. You don't understand. Stuff's so dry here. Stuff's so freaking dry in Australia. It's nice to see stuff that looks like moist. You know? Yeah. Does it feel like a Zelda game? It always, like, from what I've seen, it's always looked more open world to me. How's the volume, guys? Is it okay? Maybe should I turn it down a little? Or is it good? Yeah. I guess I'll listen next time to the Breath of the Wildlife. Don't you have moss in Australia? No, we definitely do. It's just stuff's dry a lot of the time. I don't know. Like, the forests around me are, like, red. You know? You don't really have like mossy trees like this. Like, it's like we have like papery, dry trees and with ants in them, and like it's the most mossy you can find like next to a river or something, but like not on the trees like this. Like this is so mossy. I bet this would be a great place to like mushrooms to grow because it's so damp. Yeah. Oh, it's perfect? Okay, awesome. Moss thrives here because the Pacific Northwest is a temperate rainforest. Yeah, I really want to go here and like use my hands to touch all the wet bits in the forest. You know? You have wildflowers and moss and mushrooms. You're so lucky. You're bragging. You're bragging right now. Yeah. Yeah, look, swamp was similar to the hippopotamus of the African savanna. Is that true? Oh. Imagine if there was rabbit hippopotamus and instead of being called a hippopotamus, it was called the hoppopotamus. Did you even ever think about that? The hoppopotamus. The hoppopotamus instead of the hippopotamus. You might not be even able to understand what I meant by this because my intellect is so high. That would be terrifying. No, they'd be only little. Look how wet the rocks are. The wet rocks. I wonder what little fellows would be in that lake. Now I'm imagining a giant Flemish rabbit the size of a hippo. That would be so cute. Hippopotamus. Fluffy. Yeah, hoppopotamus. Hoppopotamus. Okay. Look at the waterfall. So beautiful. No, I don't. I don't remember when the Nails meme started. It just kind of came with time. What's a periwinkle? Like a... Is that a flower? Is that a periwinkle? Or that... It sounds like a kind of flower. All you can find is 2023. For the Nails meme? So it must have been... Nails has been a thing for 2 years. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? Can't you guys believe I'm celebrating my 5-year anniversary of a VTuber soon? Let me see, actually, can I... Let me see what day it is. Yeah. It's a mollusk. Really? Let me see. Let me see if I can... Let me check. Uh-huh. Let me see. Pippin. Yeah. Wait, it's in 4 days from now. My first video was uploaded 4 days from now. "19 days. Eh? Yeah. Wait, what gives you the impression of 19 days? Am I wrong? Oh, 19 days. No, the Twitter already celebrated. I have an idea, yes. Wait, I gotta let the girls know. Well, let people know. Sorry. I didn't realize that was so soon. I don't know why I thought it was longer from now. Yeah. Am I the eldest in age or in VTubing time? In VTubing time, I'm not, because Mikan started earlier than I did, I believe. She started streaming earlier than I did. I made videos first for a few months. So it depends on what you count. Let me pop. Hang on a second. Yeah. No. Proud. You wish you were there for my debut? Oh no, that's okay. It's okay. Look at doggies. Okay, it doesn't matter when you come as long as you're humble and you have kind heart. And you don't want to leave. Guys, I have some stuff to do then. I have some stuff to plan. I had an idea, but I should probably go like work on that. Shouldn't I? Yeah. Plus, I've been yapping for like 3 hours. So maybe I can finish up for now. I also have a stream later today with the ladies. So look out for that. I'll have the thumbnail up soon, like what, 8 hours from now or something? Yeah. What will you do when you... What will I do when you're offline? Contribute to society? You just be rabbit. Yeah, today in like 8 hours. Yeah. I have a well, it's today for me, it's probably tomorrow for you guys. I had the date wrong. So that's my bad. But there'll be a waiting room up, okay? It's gonna be a collab with Mekon the Mink and Nepotin the Nepotin. Okay? Yeah. If you can't make it, that's okay. Wait, what's that in the distance? Is that a person or a cow? Or a dog? The orange thing. What is that? Is that a person or a dog? Looks like a deer. Like a cow. Is that like an animal? No, look, wait, hang on. Wait. Yes, it's coming closer. What is that? What is that? What is that? It's going away. What is that? Go faster! Catch it! Catch it! See, look! Catch it! Wait, sorry, I'm invested now. Just give me a minute. Go, quick, quick, quick! You're taking your sweet time! No, wait! No, just keep going, keep going. It's still there, I see it in the distance. No, it looks like a bull. I know it's not, like, logically, but I want to see, like, what that is, because from far away it does look like a bull or a cow or something. Speed up. Where did he go? Wait! Hurry, hurry! Hurry, please. As quick as you can. We don't see him anymore. Hey! Secret. Secret. But anyway, I better pop and pop. That was the wrong that was the wrong that was the wrong screen. Sorry. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for coming. I had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed the long yappy yap. I enjoyed having a yappy yap today. Yeah. I love you guys very much. And I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright? And I love you too. Yeah. And I love you too. Okay? Alright, I'll see you later, alright? Bye-bye, everyone. Yeah. See you later. Oh, and remember to like and comment.